This how I'm gonna begin it like this, man. Introduce yourself, and for the people who may not know, who are you?
First of all, thank y'all for coming through.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, man.
On Sunday Fun Day. I'm Kris Minor, producer, rapper sometimes when I feel like it, podcaster every week, working man, family man. Yeah, that's about it.
The scenery right now. We at the barbecue.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it about my dad frying fish. I got some glizzies on the smoker. I think my mom in there making a chicken tetrazzini. We just, Sundays we don't go too crazy.
See, I gotta come through and do like a G Garvin episode.
Yeah,
like a cookout episode.
Yeah,
man.
See how it go down. Yeah.
I see your roots is here. Talk about yourself. What was like your upbringing like?
Man, it was cool. My dad used to. His dad got him into fencing. He built the fences at the Dallas City Zoo for like the lions and I forgot the other animal. No, I think gorilla. He built the gorilla cages at the Dallas Zoo. But his dad got him into it. He ended up, when my grandfather passed, my dad ended up taking over the company. So my dad took over. So my dad was on the road a lot, like out of town, different sites. He showed me a few spots out here that he did, like the zoo. But in that business, like especially early 90s, a lot of prisons were being built. They used to throw them contracts. So he went and built like the gates around the prisons and shit like that.
Like the barbed wire and like
my dad dealt with all that. Yeah, my dad dealt with all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he everybody that from his neighborhood, he put them on. Got him a job with him. They used to, back in them days, they grabbed them a 6-pack, hit the road. You know what I'm saying? My parents are both from Jackson, Mississippi. That's where they met. So yeah, everybody from the neighborhood took him on the road with him. So my mom is a registered nurse. She's been a nurse for 30 years, a little over 30 years. So her schedule was wild. So it was really just me and my brothers in here thugging.
Yeah.
The crazy shit is, excuse my French.
No, it's all good.
All my brother, we're all 5 years apart. So my oldest brother is 20 years younger than my dad. So my dad's 65, my oldest brother 45. So having that age gap in between, I didn't really like bond with him or anything coming up. It was wild too, because when I sit and think about like where I got my musical influences from, obviously it come from your family. But I got 3 brothers that are all into different shit, right? So like the brother you met with the grill, just right here, he had the tank top on.
Okay.
He 3-6 Mafia, Vince, yeah. Okay. 3-6 Mafia, Master P, like that was his like music he would listen to. My other brother Alex, he had a tank top on too. But
cutting the yard, yeah.
No, that's my nephew actually. My oldest brother is oldest son.
Okay.
Yeah. My brother Alex, he was more of a Texas underground, so he would listen to Chameleon, Paul Wall, all that shit. Zero.
Yeah.
Chameleon was his favorite though.
Chameleon? Out of all of them?
Chameleon was his favorite.
Did he listen to Chopped and Screw tapes?
All that
stuff
shit.
Like that?
That's how I got Big Tuck. That's how I found out about Big Tuck, through him.
Big Tuck. People don't talk about him enough.
Look, Big Tuck used to have a grill shop at the Six Flags Mall. It's no longer there, but he used to have a grill shop. And my brother was there picking up a little piece he had made, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And we saw Tuck. He's a tower. He's tall as fuck, bro. Like,
yeah, I seen. I met Tuck before. He's cool.
He really swole. And my brother seen him like from the back. He already knew who he was. He's just like, Tuck. And Tuck was walking like, he had one guy on each side of him. They all turned around because they didn't know what was what. But my brother was like, yo, I'm a fan, blah, blah, blah. He was like, come to the grill shop. We went to the grill shop and gave him an autograph, all that shit.
Dang.
I'll never forget that. He picked me up from school that day. My brother. We had to go to Six Flags Mall so he could pick up his piece.
Yeah.
But and my oldest brother, he was, for the longest I thought he was a Jay-Z fan. But it turns out he's a DMX fan. Which I'm not, I'm not opposed to it, but holds
But
my
him and DMX battled.
right.
So that's
Right.
probably where that came from.
Possibly. But yeah, I remember listening to 100% Genuine in the car with him. You know what I'm saying? My oldest brother. And those sonics Timbaland was using back in the day, like the baby crying or laughing rather, like all that stuff. I was like, man, I've never heard anything like this. So that's something that stuck with me. Like for the longest, I thought Timbaland could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Then, goddamn, I don't know, bro. It's like I always wanted to do music, like always.
Who's your favorite producer, though?
My favorite producer,
I had to be mentioned Timberland.
No, it's definitely Kanye. Once I really understood what was going on, I was like, yo, what? Like, the way he was chopping those samples, he did an interview like around the time he put out College Dropout. So he was talking about adding instrumentation to the samples because he didn't know how to play. All he knew how to do was chop the samples, but he knew how he wanted it to hear. Or he knew what he wanted to hear. He knew how he wanted it to sound.
Exactly.
So I was like, that was another part of the game. I had to figure out how to sample first. Like, even when I first started making beats, I didn't know how to sample. I just used the sequencer, kick, snare, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, once I figured out how to sample, I never looked back. Well, I look back, but that's predominantly like my passion. And I came to figure that out because I'm listening. It's a 6-hour drive from here to Jackson. I remember my pops used to have an Astro van. We listened to Al Green, Marvin Gaye, all that smooth R&B shit, you know what I'm saying? Then grew up, found out, Kanye my favorite rapper. He flipping these samples I used to hear my mom and them listening to. Otis Redding sitting at the dock of the bay, all this shit. So the passion really came from there once I figured out what that lineage, you know what I'm saying? Like, sampling is like, to me, probably the most, outside of like creating your like own sonics from scratch, like that's like the most pure shit ever. Cause you searching for it, you know what I'm saying? The same way you search for like the analog sounds and shit, but you're searching for that bass, that one riff he did that you want to just loop. The same way Kanye did Otis, you just loop that riff, that grunt,
He looped everything, even that Ray Charles.
Yeah, the
like
Gold
Jamie
Digger.
Foxx for a minute. I thought that was Ray. I thought Jamie Foxx played that so well, and he's the only one I feel could do that. I don't think Will Smith anybody could do that. Since you talked about your favorite producer, who do you model your style after?
So this is where the versatility kicks in, right? Because there'll be a day where I'm sitting and I'm playing around with some shit and I want to make something that sound like the Neptunes and ODB, right? I want to make something that sound like that hit like that. Then another day I'll sit back and I'll be like, damn, I really want to make some like offbeat but on beat, slow, some Timbaland and Aaliyah shit.
Exactly.
Some days it's Alchemist, some days it's Kanye. Like I can pull because all these people got something that I'm searching for with my sound. You know what I'm saying? But predominantly, I'm listening to people who flipping these samples crazy. Matter of fact, you and your lady came and did the podcast the other day. Yeah. And the song that we introed was Larry June, right? Alchemist make that beat. Yeah. I went and listened to the whole album at work today based off that song.
What? You haven't listened to the album before, though?
I wasn't a big Larry June fan, bro. Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I knew as a producer, I was like, let me see if I get him.
You got me, bro.
Yeah, I was like, he'll like that.
Yeah, you definitely got me. I was like, man, this just feels like something that I've heard before, but I know I never heard the sample he used. Yeah.
It's like some I Love Lucy.
Yeah, it was something. It was like you said, you can fuck around, catch a speeding ticket listening to that song. Cause you really will zone out. It was a really, that whole album, the Spaceships on Blaze, right? Phenomenal. And I never listened to Larry June before in my life.
He's not a lyricist.
He's not.
It's just
a vibe. It's just a vibe, man. It's so like, it's hard for somebody like me. I'm loud and like aggressive sometimes. Like, it's hard for me to like even try to get into a cool bag. You know what I'm saying? But it's like misleading because I paint my nails and aesthetically I would dress like a guy who is a smooth, laid back.
Exactly.
You know, but I'm really not. Like, it's wild how that happened.
It's your mind. You know what I mean? Everybody got a different style. You might, you know, like trap.
Yeah.
You might dress how you would want to dress.
Right. Look, speaking of trap, man, we need to appreciate what Lex Luger did with Waka early. Because that is really the soundscape that we're using today. Those guys were doing when we were in high school, Zaytoven, Lex, even Southside, like they were going so crazy. Who knew that shit would last as long as it did with the Sonics and shit? You know what I'm saying?
They even put Jay-Z on a trap beat.
Come on.
And that's unheard of.
Come on. She cool. She cool. But that shit cool. Like, music to me, bro, like, it's different from making it than listening to it, right?
Exactly.
Because when I get in album mode, like when we did Lil Jones for Armani, I don't want to listen to nothing else. Like, nothing. I'm not searching for nothing, like, as far as inspiration. I don't want to hear what Mac Homie just did or whatever. Like, I want to be locked in, right? So the only thing I'm listening to when I go to YouTube to find what song I want to sample, right? And then from there, like, the gears start turning, and I'm like, how can I make this like if you hear, you might know where the sample's from, but at the same time, you don't know, right? So like, I try to go for, especially with this generation, they not going back and listening to goddamn, what's my man's name?
They're not digging in crates.
Right, basically is where I'm getting it.
Yeah.
They're not going back and listening to these. So when they hear it, they, like, younger people, and I'm working with them, they're like, bro, it's
TikTok and Anita Baker,
right?
And
type
putting
shit.
a New York mix on it,
type shit. And I'm just like, bro, look, if we get caught up in sampling the 2000s like we've been doing, like what's been playing on the radio, we gonna let all this great music from the past we can't let that form of sampling die. Like, we can't.
You can't.
Like, Dilla is a big inspiration. Like, what he was doing with his samples was, what he was doing with the MPC, impeccable.
Dilla was crazy.
Crazy.
How do you...
Q-Tip is crazy as well, too.
Wait, Q-Tip?
Q-Tip is insane, bro.
Yeah.
Insane. He sampled a record. It's on YouTube. He sampled a record, like a vinyl record, off the record. Like, as a DJ with scratch, he was spinning the record, let the needle drop to loop the sample on a actual record. Like, no hardware, no nothing.
That's because that's how they had to pick up the sound back then.
But so you watched The Get Down on Netflix? Yeah. So how they were doing that technique with the crayon, that's what he was doing, but he was sampling. Unheard of.
Wasn't he popping in the tape, popping it back out?
Nah, it was a vinyl. So he was literally he had his record player connected to his speakers. Had the record playing, and he kept looping that bitch perfect every time. It was crazy. Kanye was in there with him. Consequence, No ID. That's one of my favorite videos ever. If I am looking for inspiration, I'll watch that.
Well, that's an episode on Kanye's documentary, though.
Is it?
I think so. When they was inside that office area, and all of them were in there just creating.
I didn't watch the third one, so it might have been on the third one.
Okay.
Because after that second one was so hard to watch.
Yeah.
I'm a true Kanye fan. Changed my life. Like, that, once I saw where the turn happened, where he started like wilding on people, I was like, you don't want to see a hero like this, bro. Even though I know, because you hear the stories, you see the articles or whatever, but like watching it in person, nah, bro.
He's human.
He's human for sure.
Yeah.
But that's why they tell you don't meet your heroes. I've never met him.
How do you feel about him trying to be president? You would vote for him?
I would. I was going to for this Biden Trump, but I went with my homie and his homegirl.
Who?
His name is Ridge, and his girl's name Dev.
Okay.
But I went with them to go vote, And I saw Kanye's name on the ballot, and they were like, "You better not," because she took that serious. A lot of people were really affected by what Trump.
Yeah, people put Harambe and
all that shit. Yeah, all that shit. But people were really hurt. People were really hurt behind that Trump stuff.
Yeah, they were. And then it's damn near like everybody just wanted him to stay just because of that.
Why do you keep doing this to the
Yeah, but
you just need the leg sap.
But personally, bro, politics, I mean, I understand why they tell you don't talk about religion or politics with amongst a group of people, because that is so divisive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all different.
Yeah. So, but as far as voting for Kanye, I mean, I would, but I would like to know, at least I would like to know that he knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, as long as his cabinet is right, he got some people in there that actually know what the fuck they talking about and doing, why not? He gave Trump a try, Biden, you know?
Yeah, they have to. But I kind of want to bring it back.
Okay, let's go.
For those who don't know, like, what kind of guy were you in high school, and, you know, how did, you know, your fellow high schoolers look at you?
Great question. Man, freshman year for any kid is wild. You got to think, we going from elementary school, 6th grade, right, to middle school, 8th and 7th, and then we're making this huge leap to 9th grade, but we're in there where practically adults are there. Like, our students are practically adults, 17, 18-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was intimidating for a guy like me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Culture shock.
Yeah, freshman year it wasn't rough by any means, you know. Never no static with like any classmates or nothing like that. I was a cool guy. Like, I'm not a cool guy, but I was a cool guy. Like, nobody ever
could get along with everyone.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna hold you, sit here act like I was a tough guy. I'm very it's right or it's wrong. Always, you know. Even if you my homie, it might been wrong in that situation, I'ma ride with you. But I definitely gotta let you know, like, hey bro, I don't know. That might
crash out with you.
Like that shit might have been, I'ma ride.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, that was some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Has there ever been a moment where you gotta disappoint a friend and be like, hey man, that's too much?
Look, you can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Who said, Money Mike said that Friday after next.
Yeah.
I didn't get it as a kid, but I get it now. You know, like I told you on the pod, I gotta touch the stove, but I want to be the one to touch the stove. Yeah. Because
for those who don't know, what does touch the stove mean to you?
If there's anything bad, like my parents can't tell me not to stick a fork in the socket.
I gotta figure it out.
I gotta do that.
Yeah.
They can tell me not to do it, but I'm still gonna want to see, right? And I ain't got no problem saying this. Obviously, we're grown, but my mom held me back in the 1st grade, right? Okay. So I was always older than my classmates. Dalton is the oldest in our friend group, then it's me. So it's like, me being the oldest, I always had this big brother, little brother mentality about myself. I lost my brother. He was 3 when he died. So I always had this big brother, little brother. That was the first time I was a big brother. And that got, you know, taken away from me. So like, I look at all my younger friends like they are my brothers. And I treat them like my brothers. Sometimes, you know, you know, you can talk to your brother a certain type of way. Can't really talk to your friends that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes it's got to, because sometimes it don't even got to be about blood. It can be about bonds.
Right.
We've been through situations.
Yeah. So I always like, I want to be the one, like, if we new drugs being introduced, let me do it first. Let me tell you how that is. Before you, no, facts. Yeah. Facts. I'll never sit here and cap with you.
Okay.
Like, that's a fact.
Yeah.
If it's like, as minuscule as this is, like, you got to remember, I went to Bowie, right? Bowie High School, Southside. Niggas was not wearing skinny jeans.
LRG fits, huh?
Come on, Mesquite, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I did that, I had to wear that. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, yo, I like this cut, I like this look.
Yeah.
I like the options you have with dressing slimmer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, when I did that, I had to wear that and like go to school with niggas that was still wearing LRG and Mesquite, which I never liked that shit. It wasn't like, it wasn't bad, right? The older classmen, you know what I'm saying? Like the older, they didn't understand, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
You know, but I never got roasted or no shit like that for that. You know what I'm saying?
Because they saw that style on certain certain areas, but it just wasn't that area.
Right. So it's like, even though I was getting it, like I was seeing Pharrell or Kanye wear this shit, I'm still going to Bowie as style inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's at that time that was unique.
Yeah, and it's like y'all not even on that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, to be bold and take a chance. I'll take chances in certain aspects. Not finna take no penitentiary chances.
Yeah.
We smarter than that now, right? We supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's like, but style, something I always was like, it's clothes, bro. Hair, it'll grow back. You cut it, you grow it long, you do whatever, you cut it, whatever. Like,
who did you try to like model your style after though? Like,
oh man,
specifically.
Right now, I'm in this like comfortability stage in my life. Cause I do like, I work with my hands, I'm manual labor, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I get off, still want to be fly. I still want somebody to say like, you're aesthetically pleasing today.
Okay, yeah.
But I never really been into like trying to spend $1,500 on a t-shirt. You know, I've never been that guy.
For what?
So it's like,
you feel like the designer is too much?
I don't think it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, certain people, like what Jerry Lorenzo's doing with Fear of God, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not finna spend $210 on some joggers though.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do, you know, I'm gonna always make sure, except to that, we chilling today. Yeah. But I'm gonna always make sure I'm stepping. It was to the point like high school, I never wore sweats. I never wore flip-flops, none of that shit.
Sneakers the whole time.
Yeah, niggas would be like, if I came to school dressed like that, they would ask me what's wrong.
Yeah.
Are you sick today?
Yeah.
Cause I always would be like, and I attribute a lot of that to Chaz French, who, you know, I attribute a lot of that to him. He coming from DC, that's a whole nother region of what they were doing out there.
Exactly.
So it was like, he coming with the Nike boots, the skinnies, the H&M jacket, back when niggas wasn't shopping at H&M, or American Apparel.
But nobody will talk about that though. You real for talk about that though, that somebody from a different state inspired you. Yeah.
Facts. Come on. Like that. Look, I wouldn't be the person I was if New York didn't exist. Me and my nephew, we love that energy, that culture. The Sopranos, your Hoves, your DMXs, your Jadakisses, your Fat Joes, like their swagger, their demeanor, like
that's all we had to watch at one point.
Yeah, so it's like, I love that shit. So like, definitely inspired. Chaz definitely, without a question, shadow of a doubt, like most of my I don't give a fuck attitude comes from being around him. Because he didn't give a fuck. He was getting respect. He was getting the women. Yeah. He was like we said, one of the best rappers, most passionate rappers. So it was always like, I want to be like this guy. You know what I'm saying?
One of your favorite people to work with, or like who is one of the most impactful person that you worked with? Who is that?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I have to be honest, it's gonna sound like some bullshit, but really myself. When I'm alone and I get in that, I'm talking about zone.
You gotta explain your routine though. If
my routine, I'm gonna be, you know.
Some people watch a movie.
Right.
Some people,
I tried that, thinking, you know, I know Cuddy, when they were making I know It's a Heartbreak in Hawaii, Cuddy was saying we would just watch movies with the volume off, you know, just in there bobbing, doing our thing. But I'm gonna be honest, I need some type of stimulation. So usually I pop Adderall.
The Matrix.
Come on. I ain't gonna hold you. I fucked with the powder. Heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never would.
What is that like for, you know, being a black person? You know, our culture, of course, be like, whoa, what's going on?
Look, so
what is that?
I was already looked at as like the rebel, or what the kids would say, rock star lifestyle. You know, I was already on that. We was drinking, having all these wild ass house parties when parents wasn't home. Yeah. So it was like, what? I mean, duh. Like,
and people not really doing house parties no more. We're gonna get into that.
Right.
We're gonna get into that.
It's a dangerous game today to do a house party. I feel like so much going on with these kids, bro. Like, man, like it's a lot. It's heavy, and it hits close to home. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird being older and seeing them like,
because we were not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But so some type of drug, narcotic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I sit there on my computer and I just go. It could be hours. It could be, I could start at 10 o'clock and be on my computer till 5 o'clock in the morning if I hit that zone. So a zone for me look like, if I'm not making it for somebody else, let's say I'm making it for myself, find a sample, chop it, funnest part, put the drums or however I want, and just loop it. Then I'll sit there, write the rap, pace around my room, try to get it together. I wish I could like write without writing. I wish I could hold that shit and just be like, think of it and say it. Yeah. But I can't, bro. My mind,
punching in?
My mind, I would one-on-one take it. Yeah. I wouldn't even want to, I don't punch in now. If I can help it, I will not punch in. It just take away from that energy. If you rap 4 bars and it was straight heat, and you're like, all right, let me stop. Then go back in. You got to try to match what you just did. That's all pure, like.
That's too hard.
Yeah, that's pure. That first 4 bars was pure. So I try to go all the way pure. I don't even ad lib or no shit. Like I just.
You ever thought about? I know you're a producer. Yeah. But you ever thought about making a joint tape with somebody, like a project with somebody?
Like as far as like producer?
No, I'm talking about like artist. Oh yeah,
I've done that.
You can produce all the beats, like some Cardo, like Cardo.
So B. Anderson was the first artist I did that with. Okay. He go by Bando now. BANDO period. He was the guy I told you he had the. No, I was telling our last guest. I'm sorry. He got the record with Isaiah Rashad, Payday, going crazy right now. So like, he was the first artist. I'll never forget it, man. He went to UNT, so it was popping out there. He moved back to this side and just fucking around, I sent him a beat. Like, I just found this sample I really like. The drums were shit. I hate them to this day. But I really like that sample. Though, bro. At that time, I was like, yeah, this will work. Okay. And he ended up, I was coming from Kroger. It was game. It was a Sunday football fun day. This was a few years back. He hit me and he was like, "Yo, I made a record to that beat you sent me." I was like, all right, I heard it, and he was spazzing. I can't hold you. He was spazzing. I was like, nah, we gotta figure something out. Yeah. So at that particular time, all I was doing was making beats. I wasn't rapping. So I just had a plethora of beats. I just went to his house and we cooked up. He got the cover art made, got the rollout. There's this beat. I sampled these Spanish guitars. This shit go crazy. When I made it, I had Young Thug in mind. It's like 2016.
When you hopped on that feature with oh girl.
What was that?
It was like some.
Oh no, it was still trap influenced.
Okay.
But I just heard Thug on it, so I gave it to him, and he made this song called Selena. I came up with the hook. He took care of everything else. We got a girl that we both knew to come and do like some Spanish energy at the end, like chewing somebody out or something. Yeah. And that was at the time his biggest song on sound. Like it was 5,000 something. You know what I'm saying? We was going crazy. Yeah. It
turned into like a competitive thing. You were like, oh no, I gotta go rewrite. Like, did it get to that point?
Look, with me and Brandon's literally the only rap. You know, it's not because I feel like there's other rappers, in my personal opinion, that I worked with that I feel like rap better than both of us, right? But I don't ever feel like I didn't come with it when I rap with them. Brandon is the only artist that I try to outdo as far as rapping, because he wasn't rapping at first. He was a skateboarder. He hooped. He was a man of many hats. He was theater arts. He was in he did a whole bunch of shit. He was never sitting still. So when we started rapping and I saw how fast he got good, I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not finna.
You're not finna gas me.
Yeah. So me and him only have one record together though. But I tried though. I was like, nah, you're not finna out rap me. Like, he's the only guy.
Okay.
But then after Bando, I did Armani's Love Jones. I can say that was the most personal collab I've ever done.
But y'all released that during a snowstorm while everybody was in the crib. What was that feedback like?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. Like,
cause it jammed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Love Jones jammed.
I tried to give him exactly what he asked for. There would definitely be sessions where I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were some times where he would suggest some samples. I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm not finna fuck with it.
Exactly.
Oh shit, I forgot about them links.
tell Jack to flip them.
Hey, Diamond. Hey, Diamond.
Here.
Zach, can you check those links?
Oh, he on them. Your pop's on them, huh? Your pop's on them. It's that first grill?
Yeah, over here though.
On the right side, it's the other one?
No, that's the fire
your pop's
there.
right there.
Okay, yeah. Daddy, you checking them links? Alright. But my bad.
No, it's all
I forgot
good,
all about that shit.
No, it's all
But
good.
they're not gonna burn in there though.
They smoking.
Yeah, they're smoking. So, but Armani's was the most personal. The feedback was crazy.
Yeah.
He had everything he wanted to do already planned. He had his whole rollout together. Like, he knew exactly what he wanted, how he wanted his videos. He knew about the track list. And shout out to my boy Da Vinci, bro. He's a producer that we worked with on that album.
Who's that?
He's a producer, young guy. I met him through Joseph. Joseph had recruited like 3 producers. It was 3 rappers.
You made any beats for Joseph?
We tried, man.
Okay.
We tried, bro. Like, me and Joseph have to be in the same room.
Okay.
I can't just send him what I feel like he would rap on. We only have 1 feature together.
Okay.
So but that's my till death do us part. You know what I'm saying?
He's always good money. Every time I see him, he's good money.
He's good
high
money.
energy. He's always, positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you actually established yourself by collabing with everybody.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the Dallas scene? Do you feel like
I'm
just like not helping up each other?
Nah, because there's artists that look, if I haven't worked with a Dallas artist, like, the only I guess people would consider a Dallas artist was John Doe. His very first tape, gave him a few beats or whatever. But I sat down and talked to all of them.
I know John Doe, Devin.
Yeah, Devin.
Yeah.
His first tape though.
Yeah.
The Garden Project out now. Y'all go check that out. It's fire.
You did some beats.
No, not the Garden Project,
Okay.
but his very first project.
Okay.
If I haven't worked with them, like, music, they've come to the podcast. Cause I'm a hater. I am a hater. Please. I don't want to get that confused. I am a hater. Like, what do
you mean by that, bro?
If a nigga put out a record and I was just, that shit trash. Like, I don't like it. I'm not rocking with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it publicly. I'm not a public hater. But I'm a hater.
As a producer, you gonna be like, bro,
I could have did that beat better. I could have rapped better than that. All that.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
They just don't want to admit it. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Because being a hater is looked down upon.
It kind of helps because it's like, bro, I care.
Yeah, I care that much. Like, I don't want to see this game like oversaturated. saturated with bullshit. But it is what it is. But if I haven't sat down, if I haven't worked with them, I sat down and talked to them on the podcast. All them cool, pompous. That conversation comes up. How y'all feel about it? They were like, bro, shut up and rap. That's what Coach Tev would say. John Doe was like, oh, we gotta work with who want to work with us. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel like this.
It's ego.
It is. But I personally look at it like, I'm from Arlington. So I don't get into all that. I don't.
We kind of do as being an Arlington.
Because they never accepted us anyways.
Yeah.
They never did. Like, we used to drive to Dallas we used to all hop in my homie Morris, Pank on the Beat, shout out to Morris, Pank on the Beat. We used to all hop in his Grand Marquis or Monte Carlo was one of them. We used to all hop in this shit. His mom was so supportive of us too. So supportive. We used to record in his closet.
What?
Yeah, back in the day. So supportive of us. But we used to book our own shows, drive to Dallas, and they would play us, bro. They would play in our face because we're not familiar. This is back when ADD plus. And
what was your experience like, though?
Trash, bro.
Like just dealing with them. What was your most
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, bro. And I'm gonna say everybody by name because they need to own up for their transgressions against me and my friends.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what happened to these lights. Cause I had this shit lit up. No. It was better than this. But so this guy named Jesse Porter, he used to hold these shows called it was called Coffee Music Hub. Erykah Badu used to go through there all the time. This is in Dallas. I forgot what street it was on. So we booked the show. Like, we want to come perform. It was me, Rank Star Zill. He used to go by just Rozelle back in the day.
Yeah, I remember Rozelle.
Chaz French.
Okay.
Tashawn Harris. Don Davis. I don't think Don went with us that time. He might have, but I don't remember. Khalil, KB.
Okay.
We all hopped in the Caprice, whatever the fuck Morris was driving, Monte Carlo, whatever. We all hopped in the car. And we drove to Dallas. We thinking like, this is our first show together as a group. Like, this little collective we started. And we was like, hey bro, when we gonna go on? When we gonna go on? Like, we just green, you know what I'm saying? We like, oh yeah bro, I got y'all. Waited till like 11:30, 11:45, the spot was dying out. And we like, bro, we gotta perform in front of like 20 people when there was like easily 100 in here.
Yeah.
But Chaz being who he was like, we finna shut this shit down. Like, we finna do what the fuck we finna do.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you, we got on that stage, performed every song, like Kanye was there or Jay-Z or somebody of that stature was like, our life depended on it. Jesse Porter, as soon as we was done with our show, Jesse Porter came and said, bro, y'all come back every week.
What?
Every week.
And they was good hating too. And
come
y'all
on.
prevailed.
They did that. He did that, bro. He did that. He didn't give us a shot.
Yeah.
And mind you, again, we in there, I mean, you know, Morris and Ty and Don, they were still kind of baggy at the time. Yeah. Not too baggy, but me and Chaz the only one in there looked like we just stepped off a 808's Heartbreak video shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't know what to expect from us. But what was y'all's group name? Well, I don't know if you remember that group. King Leon. They had the Sexes on Fire. They had what was their big one? Hey, Diamond.
I just remember 909 Street Team.
I was running around, I was looking down, and all I see.
Yeah, I know that
That's
song.
King Leon.
Okay.
So I was really like that name, but I was like, we can't call ourselves King Leon. So I said, let's just call ourselves King Leon. Yeah. To try to tie it back to like Africa, Sierra Leone, like we the king, blah blah blah. Yeah. But we was King Leon back then. And
that was just your worst experience with Dallas. It was just felt like you just
period.
Like it, and then, but they didn't want you there. Like what?
It just felt like they played us because they didn't know us. Which I get not knowing the artist, but why book an artist you don't know if you don't plan on giving them a fair shot?
Exactly.
You know, at that time, and this 2010, 20,
and y'all high energy. That's early to be booking your own stuff.
Come on, bro. We knew we had, and I have to shout out Kesey, she was the face of the organization. Pretty girl. She just knew how to talk to niggas.
Oh yeah.
She got us in the door. Don't let I ain't never gonna like discredit her for that. She got us in that door. And look, she used to smoke blunts with him just to make sure we stayed in his good grace because he was trying to shoot at her. She was just like, oh yeah, we can hang out.
So she played the pawn.
Yeah, but she trust me when I say she never gave up nothing to get us where we got to. Nothing.
And that's just off of just pure
That's
talent.
just because she pretty and she knew how to lead niggas on.
No, she was networking management before that was even thought of.
Come on.
Yeah.
She was playing the part.
Yeah.
Because she believed in us wholeheartedly. I lived with her. We lived in these apartments off Matlock, Channel Green, just me and her, figuring out how we gonna pay the rent because neither one of us got a job.
Exactly.
And she, look, we didn't get evicted.
Yeah, y'all figured it out.
We figured it out.
What was, a situation where you felt like, I gotta get myself out of this, but you don't know how, but you just say, you just figure it out. What's the situation?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Never.
What?
I'm at where I'm supposed to be. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's how I feel. And I feel like I'm a chameleon in that sense. Like, I adapt to that.
A lot of people shut down.
I adapt.
Yeah.
Right? My family from Jackson, Mississippi, bro. Murder rate high.
Yeah.
Their lifestyle is completely different from ours. We do shit here that they don't even consider doing, like house parties, something like this.
Dancing.
If this was going on, it'd be family, a couple friends.
Yeah.
This is all my people back here right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's different. It's just different. When we go out there, like, it's all family oriented stuff. So it's never like, when we was younger, go to the mall, to the movies, stuff like that. We used to have to drive outside of Jackson to do that though, because couldn't do that in Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was it like growing up out there?
Well, I was born here.
But a lot of people don't know about Mississippi.
Nah,
they think
bro,
Mississippi is just some country.
Bunky. Nah, bro. Nah, it's not. Well, look, I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, I thought it was hood. Until I got older is when I realized this shit just country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody just a little thrown.
Yeah, it's
we
because
getting fed Gucci Mane and just Southern music.
All you can do out there is
local skating rink.
not even that, bro. Like, you go drink, drugs, either selling or doing, or goddamn getting pregnant.
Yeah.
That's all there is to do out there. Look, there's not a time I talk to my cousins that are our age and they'll be like, I want to move out there. I'm moving out there next year. Just to get away from that cycle. You understand? So it's like, but look, I had the most fun out there though. This is where I learned responsibility out there.
Yeah.
My auntie May, she passed when I was in 9th grade. Christmas, right before Christmas. Heartbreaking. But she taught me how to iron your clothes when you get after laundry. Iron school uniforms out there. Iron uniforms, hang them up. Make sure you make the bed up. Shit, I didn't have to do here because my parents weren't here. They ain't coming upstairs,
they ain't upstairs,
checking the room and all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that. Most fun though when I'm around them. Most inspired I get is when I come back from a trip with them and like going to go visit them, come back home and I'm ready to lock in. I'm going in October, so hopefully I got some more music coming. I actually do got some more music coming.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
What's some of the projects you know, who are you working with? What's some of the future stuff you about to do?
So right now I'm working with this artist, homegrown. His name is Hanani. R&B soul dude. He just sent me something back the other day. Crazy. Like, my position right now, again, big bro, you know? Like, Armani will tell you, I don't charge people to come over here. I call my mama house Motown.
What?
I do.
You don't
That's how
charge?
Motown started.
So how does the beat process work? What if somebody say, I want to do a project?
Come on. Armani paid me because he wanted to.
Exactly.
I told him day one, I don't need no money from you, bruh. We doing this all off passion. You know what I'm saying? But passion ain't free.
Yeah.
But what I got from that was the experience. I'm locked in with this guy for 6 months.
And he has a drive to bubble. I know you saw it.
No, say that again.
He has the drive to bubble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He won it.
Yeah.
He won it. And I feel like me with my experiences, I'm here to help curate that. Now, if it's like a label situation, pay me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need.
But if it's a nigga off the street, somebody I know, like Armani, Hanani, they finna charge.
And a lot of producers not doing that, especially in their own town.
No, that ain't, because look, everything I had to get right, I worked for. But it's like, it's like your parents. Me personally, my parents don't charge me to live here. I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm living here until I get like a situation.
And a lot of people not smart like that.
Yeah, I'm living here till me and my girl say, look, let's move out, let's do this, do that. We're not there yet. When we get there, I'm ready.
Yeah.
But as of right now, nah. But it's like if your parents said, charge you to stay here, right? I'll be like, I'll do it. But damn, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
And it is like really like you gotta do it because it's like I know you. Yeah, we related.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like when it comes to like the experience that I had, what I had to work for, built my name up by myself. It wasn't like what I had to do wasn't free. You know what I'm saying? I would not want somebody to have to work as hard as me to get to where I'm not nowhere, right? But to even get to nowhere, I wouldn't want them to have to work hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my name being attached to something holds a little, even if it's just.
Why don't we bounce off each other?
Yeah,
and
just hold
like,
it hold a little bit of weight.
But some people feel like you needed that reputation, y'all, like that repetition. You needed to basically spar.
Yeah.
Being a producer. Yeah. You basically just practicing with,
Yeah, that's exactly. But it ain't. But at this point, it ain't even practice. It's just.
No, you making major projects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like I've in my career, which I don't even view it as a career. It's really just something I love to do. It's not a hobby. It's just, that's why I don't do it every day. I don't have to do it every day. I will not sit there and force myself to try to make something. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna do it. Period.
Right. Exactly.
Like the artists that I've worked with, all are better off. Not because of me, but just I worked with them when people might not have been checking them out, or they all in their own right are doing just fine. Numbers, fans, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
What is it like making those relationships?
It's beautiful. Cause they could come over on Sunday Fun Day and eat and hop in the pool and drink and just talk about whatever, like I'm building bonds with people because I am a people person. I'm standoffish at first until I get to figure out once you get the feel like I'm here, we there. But I met Armani like not on no street shit, not on no school shit. I went to one of his battles and I had to pull him to the side and I was like, bro, you are good. Yeah. You're a good rapper. Yeah. And he said, everybody said, we gonna work, bro. We gonna work. We gonna work. It took us like 3-4 years before we actually locked in. What? You know what I'm saying? For real.
And he was really battling and doing that whole scene. Yeah. Vic.
Shout out to Southside Vic, another artist I worked with early. Yeah. My first project, I made him.
But you gotta think they from Arlington.
Yeah, but
doing that.
But nobody was doing that. Vic's crowd's a little bit, I would say younger, but there was a different crowd. Timberview, all that shit. I stuck with Bowie niggas. Exactly. Couple girls from a couple other schools at that time, whatever the case. But I stuck with my Bowie niggas. Right or wrong, I stuck with them. Yeah. So like, by the time I did catch up with Vic, and I knew he was doing the battling, the stand up, all that, I'm like, oh no, this nigga. And then I heard him rap. I said, fuck. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Easy. And I'm I was watching Drake Champs the other day. Ja Rule kept saying he was Switzerland. He's neutral. I'm neutral. So like, if you got a problem with such and such, that's y'all, bro. Like that ain't finna harbor like my feelings towards this person. I'm gonna try my best to make sure y'all don't end up in a situation where y'all see each other though. Exactly. I'm not gonna do no fuck shit like that, but like worked with a lot of people, bro. Locally, the biggest person I work with today is Wale.
What is it like dealing? Wait a minute. You can't just breeze past that. We were talking about Wale, during the podcast.
A little bit, yeah.
What was it like? What is it like talking to big wigs and like
I'm gonna be honest
to them?
I never talked to Wale a day in my life. He retweeted me when the song came out or whatever because I was like promoting it, but I never talked to Wale.
Okay.
He has an artist by the name of Phil Ade. Phil Ade is one of them ones. You heard it here first if you didn't hear it before. And I had a relationship with him because Chaz being from DMV, they all got the same management. So I had a relationship with Phil through Chaz because of their management connection. So I was just sending him beats on the humbug, like, I know they working, so I want to send them some shit. That's how I used to send beats. I know you working, let me send you some shit. Now, I know I can see you working and I'm not finna send you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I sent him the beat that Wale ended up taking, but I sent it to Phil, and I guess Wale was in the studio and they was playing it, and he was like, "Oh nah, give me that."
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. So what was that first, corporate check like? What was that feeling like?
It felt cool, bro.
Yeah.
It didn't feel cool because of the money though. It felt cool because I could go to there was this little spot in Arlington called the House Bar.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go to the House Bar and tell a girl, hey, I produce for Wale, so that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that money. I was gonna spend that money. Fuck that money. Like,
it was almost like a patch on your jacket. You know what I mean?
The money didn't matter. I'm gonna be honest to you. Obviously, I worked with Wale. That helped.
Yeah, that's a resume.
It helps.
Yeah.
Grammy nominated artist, bro. So it's like, that helped. These mosquitoes are killing me, bro.
Oh yeah, we got the off, bro.
Where's it at?
It's
Oh, it's over there. Can we get the off?
Jacqueline. Could you give me that off bottle? That off spray bottle?
These mosquitoes are, bro, I'm telling you, it's like some vampire shit going on, man.
The off spray bottle. Off spray.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
My leg knotted up, bruh.
I know, I'm over here.
Elbow.
Snacking these damn boys. I wore pants because I knew when I'm outside and I know I'm finna do some hiking or whatever, I wear pants. No, he needs something for his. I'm gonna put some on my arm.
The food ready to eat.
No, we about to wrap it up here in a few. We getting down to the.
Actually,
Thank you.
question.
Yeah.
As I was walking up, I'll ask you later. As I was walking up,
You can ask him.
as I was walking up, you was saying about you was gonna air everybody out. I knew a couple of people that you was talking about.
Oh, yeah?
She don't know what she's talking about.
She might do.
She is from
No, I do know. I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah, we had interviewed. Well, we'll tell you later.
Yeah.
That's in the thing. But yeah.
But honestly, it was cool. The co-sign was cool. I got featured in like all the blogs at that time. Even working with Chaz Friends, like all the blog shit that I got because of Chaz, I'm forever cemented. You can go Google me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Googleable.
Yeah.
I've been Googleable for 10 years. So I'm cool with that.
But you consistent with like what you do.
I'm consistent when it's time for me to be. Like right now, like I like my job. I like going out to eat with my friends, my family. You know, I like chilling. I don't feel the urge to be on, try to get on, to be seen. If I'm gonna be seen, let me tell you the outfit you got on fly today. Yeah. That's how I want to be seen. Yeah. But not because of something that I did because of music. Like that, I do that for free, so I don't care about that. Like at all.
That's a major part of, I feel like, how you are. You know, you got a lot of thought about things. You got a lot of passion about things.
Facts.
You know, who drives you to, do your craft?
Depends on the circumstance.
Because you haven't even told me like what really motivates you.
Man, what motivates me when I was younger was to be the best. Period. I wanted people to talk about how I rap the same way we talk about Ho.
Yeah.
I wanted people to talk about my beats the same way we talk about Ye's beats. Like, so I wanted to be the best. That's what motivated me early. And I've been humbled before.
How?
Freestyle battle at lunch went all wrong.
Oh,
it went all wrong, man.
You gotta explain that. Did you call him out, or how did that work?
This guy, it was just a little cipher. And this guy named Dion, I want to say. He was just more witty, more intellect with his.
Dion from
he went to Bowie. No, he went to Bowie.
Okay.
His name might not be Dion, but his cousin named Harvey though, for sure.
Okay.
Harvey's a producer as well. But he just was coming with some shit I wasn't expecting, and there's no retort to that.
So he did his homework?
Not like he sized me up, but like just what he was saying. It was just a cipher. But like, there was no retort. I had to say.
How did you know you lost though?
When I knew I didn't have nothing to say.
Wait, so you just ate him out?
Pretty much, yeah. Papa Doc. He Papa Doc me.
Damn, so like, to get out of that situation, how did that go?
I wore that.
Yeah.
Niggas was telling me I got ate up.
He was like, you got him. You got it.
He got me.
Okay.
I can admit that.
Okay.
Because this is, as much as I love it, I don't look at it as competition or anything. This shit is a sport. This started like, nigga, my DJ better than your DJ, nigga. I'ma hype my DJ up better than you gonna hype your DJ up. That's how this started.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is always competition. I don't look at anybody as competition. I mean, like I said with Brandon, that's competitive.
Yeah.
But that's just because like Arlington, too serious type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, I remember you.
Yeah. But nah, man.
What do you do in your free time?
This.
Okay.
I'ma drink for sure. Some good wine.
Yeah.
Good wine.
Premium wine. He's actually got me drinking on it right now, man.
Some good wine.
It's premium.
Chill. Shoot the shit. My partner with the podcast, me and him, we would go. He's a movie buff, so I was going to the movies frequently with him, but I ain't been to the movies since, I want to say, Encanto.
Yeah.
I ain't been.
Because everything's streamable, but like it's never nothing. Nothing beats that feeling like getting that butter popcorn and
facts.
Yeah, sitting down.
Facts. Pretty much, man. I'm a normal, regular nigga, bro, and that's what I always wanted. My homie Miles. If we want to, we could close on this.
Yeah.
I put out this album, 2020, I believe, called "Talk to Me Nice." I knew I was spitting. I knew I made all the beats. Da Vinci assisted me. He added a little sauce on certain beats, but I made every beat. Wrote all my raps. Armani's on the project. My homie Parnell, shout out to Parnell. Chaz on the album. Bando on the album. My homegirl Ruby on the album. I got that album for me, my sister Katie. Diamond was on it. That album was, I wanted all my friends to be a part of it.
Like a cooking pot.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, even like my homie Ridge, his girl, she did my intro. He wrote it. Like the little banter, she talking her shit for the intro. Yeah. I just looped a little quick sample up. She on there talking Cash Money shit.
Going crazy.
They just came over on the humble and I said, hey, do this for me. So I said, bet.
Easy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, doing that album, I knew I was talking my shit. And fuck, I forgot what my point was. What'd you ask me?
I just asked, I was like, hey man, like, you know, who inspires you to do what you do?
I lost the point.
And you know, you was basically telling me who inspired you, and I was basically asking like what you do on your free time.
Right.
And you started chopping it up about your free time.
Right.
And then, you know, that's how we got to that.
I don't know why I brought it up though. There was a reason why I brought that up.
It's a reason, but at the same time,
I lost it. But all I know is I appreciate you for coming out.
Yeah.
I'm mad because I knew I had it. It was also
but before we go out though, I gotta ask you, what would you tell a younger you?
Don't lead with emotion.
Yeah.
like actually process shit before you just go off. Cause sometimes you're wrong. You wasn't always right. But everything else, do that shit. I almost OD'd. I almost killed myself before. I've lost kids, like as far as pregnancy and girlfriends and stuff like that. My brother died, my auntie died. Do it all over again. It molded me. It got me here, sitting in front of you today. It got me to a place of peace. I had to go through all that to get to peace. Yeah.
And make sure you know whenever you need to do that, you know, you need to reach your peace, your therapy.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have time to meditate. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Especially being a black man. We just hold everything in and lash out sometimes.
Got to. But
You know
see,
what I mean?
I ain't lashed out in so long, bro. My friends used to always tell me, like, bro, I'm scared when you really gonna have to do that because you've never done it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, but I don't plan on it.
You don't plan on it. And it's not I'm thinking about it. It's out of sight, out of mind.
Facts.
So
I really wish.
where can the people like find you, man? Where can they like really hit you up? Because somebody might be watching this interview like, bro, I'm in UK. I really want to hit up Buddy for a beat.
Yeah. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, at Kris _Minor. I hate doing the ats. I tell everybody to do their ats, but I hate that shit. Because you don't find me if you really need to find me.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel. Like, we only come into each other's lives if we're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Even if only for a moment.
Yeah.
Only for a night.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
But you can't hit up the podcast though, because that's me and my partner.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers Pod, man. You gonna see the good people of Passion Code TV on there.
Yeah.
We done interviewed everybody, teachers,
Yeah.
niggas that just got their airplane license.
What?
From the top to the bottom with it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. We finna eat, finna drink a little bit. Probably I'm gonna drink a lot of bit, but
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for coming. And yeah, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Kris Minor, man.
With a K, don't forget it. With James.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's do this. Cheers right quick.
Okay. Yes, sir.
We got the wine on the shirt. All right, my brother.
Put a little Dawn soap on.
Yeah, we gonna be all right. We gonna roll that right on